Hey everyone, what is up? Welcome to my Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works anime reaction. So for those of you who don't already know who I am, hey, my name is Abe Donors. I'm glad to have you here. I'm a YouTuber who mainly does Let's Plays of visual novels, some anime reactions. I do more than that, but not much more. That's basically it. Um, if you haven't been following along with my channel already, then you're not aware that I have already played the visual novel of Fate Stay Night. So if you're here with no knowledge of Unlimited Blade Works, this is probably not the anime reaction I'd follow along to because I will be spoiling it early and often. Um, like I will be spoiling it, almost everything about Fate in episode 1, I'd say. Um, or Fate Stay Night, like as a whole. So if you haven't seen all three routes of Fate Stay Night, I would probably find a different reaction. I appreciate you clicking, but I would highly recommend experiencing Fate Stay Night blind. It's absolutely worth it. If that didn't deter you or doesn't apply to you, I hope you enjoy the video. Um, for the people who have already been on my channel, welcome back. It's good to see you again. I know it's been a bit, but before starting Hollow Ataraxia, I really wanted to take a bit of a break, like a pretty long one, so that I don't get burned out when I start the game. That's like the worst case scenario. Um, so we're getting ready to start it, but I figured I would watch the animes as a little refresher for the routes while also being something I could really enjoy. Getting to see UFO Table animate some of my favorite writing ever. I'm super excited. I don't know that I have too much more for the intro. That's all I can think of. I'm super excited to get into this, man. Um, I've watched some UFO Table stuff. I've seen Demon Slayer. I know how good their animation is. I mean, even just Fate Zero was really good. How good their animation can look, and there's a lot of stuff in Unlimited Blade Works and then Heaven's Feel after this that I'm really looking forward to seeing. So I hope you guys are looking forward to this series. I know I am. Once we finish up the anime reactions, like I said, we're moving on to Hell Ataraxia, though. Um, we're going to only be doing the prologue for this episode, by the way. After that, we'll be doing episodes in sets of 3. Let's go ahead and begin. I don't think I have anything else to say at this point. Let's go ahead and do a little countdown. For those of you that are watching along, we're watching the Blu-ray version. As far as I can tell, it's available on Funimation. I'm not sure where else it is, but that's the version I'd watch because the episode lengths are definitely different, depending on which version you're watching. So you might kind of desync otherwise. But go ahead and load up your version of Unlimited Blade Works if you're following along. We're going to begin in 3. We're going to go from 3 down to go. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. We're going to begin in 3, 2, 1, go. Super excited. I know I've said that like 3 times already, but I loved Unlimited Blade Works so much. Oh, the Fate Zero callback. This came after Fate Zero, right? So this is a callback and not the other way around. Fate Zero's not a callback to this. I suppose it doesn't really matter. One of them was a callback. But, of course, it is a big callback to the intro of Fate Stay Night. Yikes. Something like that. I feel that, Tosaka. If only alarm clocks worked that way. She really looks like her mother in that shot. Like, that was the most noticeable it's ever been. What was her mother's name? Aoi? I think it was Aoi. Something like that. The resemblance there, but that was the most noticeable I've ever seen it. Never be too careful in a situation like this. She's not wrong. But it blade works. Man. I still don't know if I like Unlimited Blade Works or Heaven's Feel more. Maybe the anime adaptations will finally get me to decide. Probably not, though. I probably won't be able to make a decision still. I'm gonna forever be deadlocked on deciding which of those two I like more. Oh, we haven't seen her in a minute. I don't even remember her name. Oh, right. I forgot about that. Tragic. I forgot about that. What? All up in her grill. Oh my goodness. Personal space, Mitsuzuri. Seeing small stuff like the archery range animated is still just crazy to me. Well, oh, hey Sakura. Mm. That has so much more weight, knowing the events of, or knowing what we know based on Heaven's Feel. Yeah, obviously that they're sisters. That does have a lot more weight. Oh, that face. Yep, I feel that. She's like, nah, I'm good on it. Gotcha. She's so annoying. Oh, this has so much more weight when you know what happened in Heaven's Feel, or knowing what we know. Has nothing to do with Shinji and everything to do with Sakura. That's obviously something I never noticed. They might have mentioned that in Heaven's Feel, but still, yeah, that's not at all who she was looking at. I love the way she deals with Shinji. Taiga is crazy as ever. What's up, Issei? I forgot how many characters you meet this early. Capping. What's up, Shiro? It was really funny. Like in retrospect, how they show the protagonist right there. You have no clue that's like the real protagonist. I think so. Shiro's a strange individual. Am I crazy or does Shiro sound a little different though? Maybe it's just been too long, but he sounds a little different. You could tell by the way he says words that it's almost certainly the same voice actor, but she didn't really oversleep at all, but they're obsessed with her. Oh no. Foolish. Yeah, this seems about right. Oh, that's why she's saying it might have gotcha. Okay. And she messed up the time. Tragic. You're right, it sure won't. That place is overrun. Wow. Did I just never notice that, or is it way more noticeable in the anime? Why did she look so angry about the voicemail? 50-50. Imagine saying that over the phone, bro. Then do it. I get to see the summon in here soon. Now, if only this went right. You fool. Foolish. Only it were actually 2 a.m. Does she say all this in the VN? That did she always say that? It suddenly makes a lot of sense why she got who she did, you know? Why she got Archer. Like saying like what I'll vanquish all the evils of the world or something. That boy just big chilling there. That is an iconic shot, like genuinely. That would be tough if that's how that worked. Archer's so difficult, bro. Psych. I always I forgot just how difficult Archer was at first. I knew he was difficult, but I forgot just how much. She is livid. Oh man, it's so ridiculous. Even she realizes how stupid that was. Oh man. Oh, yep. Here's the brief introduction. Obviously, we know all of this. Clearly, an excellent use of that command spell. True. So it kind of does something, at least. Archer being a kind and respectable man. Iconic. We know all this. We know all this. Ugh. Tutorials, they're practically tutorials. As annoying as ever, but obviously very important for people who don't know this stuff. Hasn't even, I was about to say, I haven't even asked the class. So that's just cap. Yeah, it is a little messed up. It's rude. Just dang, you're trash. You're not even Saber. That was a really weird way to walk. Same studies we saw in Fate Zero. Uh, or Kirei skunked Tokiomi. I think that's his name. Oh god, I hope I didn't mess it up. That is major cap. That boy lying. It's a good excuse though. That is pretty important. This boy got some confidence. Valid. Absolute menace behavior. I say that too much, but that really was menace behavior by Tosaka. All right, clean the living room. Sleep. Kind of crazy seeing all this stuff again. It's been like a year almost. Like 9 months, I think. Should have checked the clocks. It was quite the mistake. Seems like a safe assumption. That's what makes you decide that. Kind of makes sense, actually, that he'd be really good at making tea, knowing Shiro. I never thought about something like that. I don't know if that was intentional, but it's pretty cool detail. He was not on the ball. Let's see if he has a reaction to that. Straight to first names. And of course, we know why. Because he already knows exactly who this is, you know? These are a lot of these are starting to feel very intentional. I don't know how many of these were actually in the VN, but I feel like that is intentional foreshadowing. Probably that only second time viewers would actually notice, but you know. Oh, wait. What's he gonna have to say? about this place. Man, stop the cap. As though Archer doesn't know that. Yeah. Yeah. Guess that's a nice little bit of foreshadowing. It's not even true. It only uses a bow like once. That is facts. Who was watching? The only person, obviously, that I can think of that would be here is Shiro, but like he wasn't a master at that point. Now this is an iconic shot. Getting to see all these iconic shots is amazing. Well, yeah, obviously. Uh, was Shiro. Something like that. That is true. No, I'm with you on that. The thrill of the fight. She blushes a lot in the anime, doesn't she? Things about to go down. Oh, I see. Huh. Why did that scene just never click with me? Somehow the fact that that was Sakura, like, did not click with me. Hmm. She'll never be in the mood. You know, God, it sure would be crazy if a fight happened at the school, wouldn't it? That would be crazy, purely hypothetically. You would think that. Yeah, two. Two of them. She felt that. Working on it, though. Sheesh. Uh-oh. Hello, Sakura. She gonna see her hand or something? Wouldn't be surprised if that's where this is going. Doors opened. Why was the door cracked? Hmm. I mean, I'd assume at this point Sakura is probably in control of Ryder, which is probably what this is hinting at, but like this is Unlimited Blade Works. It's not really relevant. It's always fun. How far in are we? Like 35 minutes. So we should get the Lancer fight and then Saber annihilating Archer. Yeah. This was yet another way to like introduce things. A lot of the ways they introduce things were kind of clever. They don't like completely info dump. They like, they don't feel the need to tell you early on, like, we feed on souls, right? I'm a servant, right? They have this field. And that it's like a major story beat, and they introduce that fact through that. What's up, Lancer? Nope. Well, obviously. I'd say it's likely not a coincidence that, Gilgamesh met with Sakura, the boundary field shows up, and then Lancer is there. I don't remember if they actually say anything about them, like, being kind of in cahoots at first, but. And it could just be a coincidence. Seems like a lot of coincidences lining up. Got that super jump. It's a very clever trick. No communication, just did that day one. Now, this fight scene, this was iconic. Archer who fights with a sword. No words. You gotta respect it, though. He's like, nah, I fight with swords, dog. Okay. That boy's zooming. Why has he only got one of the swords, though? See, like, this is exactly what I was looking for, man. These fight scenes animated? Yep. This is it, Chief. This is why we're here. Jeez. Finally seeing some of these fights animated. Oh man, it's so nice. There it goes. Psych. Projection OP. Something like that. Oh, yeah, he pulled out the second one. Not just gonna comment on the fact that another weapon suddenly appeared. Honestly, I feel like Archer's class is like completely irrelevant. Like, it really did not matter what he ended up getting. And good lord, this is loud. I cannot hear myself talk. That obvious. Nope, I'm out. What stops him? I actually don't remember. Isn't he ordered not to kill? Oh, right. That's what stops him. A boy Shiro. Yo, you know Archer's looking at him like he's got to be so upset that Lancer went and dogged Shiro, bro. Could you imagine if like Shiro actually died here? How pissed Archer would be. For his whole goal is to kill Shiro. He got beat to the punch, dog. Yeah, no kidding. Not gone yet. I remember seeing this in like the VN. Realizing who it was and being like, dang, they're killing off people like that. That's crazy. This is why she cared about what Sakura thought of Shiro. Makes sense. A lot of these details I just hadn't thought back to. Mm, absolutely. Jeez, what's up, Saber? Yeah, that's who you failed to summon. Tragic. All right, well, there it is, first episode. I mean, that was just the prologue, but that was exactly what I was hoping it would be. Oh, let me listen to this actually. So like a solid minute and a half left. Maybe not quite that much, but oh, that's a cool visual. That's a really cool visual. The magic circuits. I am so excited to keep watching this. Is there like an episode preview? There's still like 25 seconds left. 20 seconds. I feel like there might be an episode preview. Just some dialogue. Okay, well that's gonna be exciting. So I mean, we're just one episode in, but so far this is like exactly what I was hoping for. Just just seeing the fight between Lancer and Archer, which was, I mean, it was a cool fight, but it was beyond the novelty of it being like the first fight. It really wasn't anything special, you know. That look it looked so good. It looked so good. So I'm really excited to see some of the big fights. Um, like Berserker and Archer. Oh my goodness, Berserker and Gilgamesh. Excuse me. I am so excited to see that fight. Um, the animation looks good. Um, they make Tosaka blush a lot. She kind of walks weird sometimes. Right, like really cutesy, but like overall, I really enjoy the animation. And I mean, it was cool to rewatch this stuff. I feel like I noticed a lot of stuff that maybe some of it is a reach when I'm looking, but a lot of it feels like this was intentional foreshadowing. Even small stuff like, Archer being able to make tea super well. We know how good of a cook Shiro is, right? Or him already starting by calling Rin by Rin, using the first name instead of Tosaka. Which even Shiro, right, calls her Tosaka for like the entire game. Um, Seeing things like the way Tosaka was like, at the archery club all the time, right, regularly watching, right. Shinji was like, "Oh, that was for me." No, but like when it's clear that it was for Sakura, right? There's just a lot of small things that, because we've already been through all of Fate's Stay Night, we notice these details, and it's super cool actually. There's a lot of details in there that aren't even relevant to this route at all, but it's just super cool for the like for a Fate viewer. So I'm pretty sure most of that's pulled from the visual novel, but like it's super cool to see that stuff just on a revisit. Of course, a lot of big events this episode. We obviously had the summoning and the big fight, and that fight was very fun to watch. Um, and the biggest one is Shiro getting annihilated, and then of course the pendant, right, is the most important story thing, really. Or Unlimited Blade Works specific story thing, right? Is that pendant, right? So honestly, I'm not sure I actually remember or ever fully understood. Maybe the pendant. So what? My understanding is that Archer did not actually go back and retrieve it, but rather gave the one he had to Tosaka, right? And that's how Shiro ended up finding one. He's like, wait, this, like, I have this exact pendant, like exactly this one. Like, is that how it went? Like, I think that has to be how it went. That makes sense. And if so, like, that is a brilliant twist, of course. But I mean, I'm sure I'll be able to notice later what it was. But so far, we're just one episode in, so I know I can't be like, yep, this is amazing. Like Unlimited Blade Works is a god tier adaptation. I can't say anything like that yet. But so far, I'm enjoying it. It looks good, and I love Unlimited Blade Works, so I have a feeling I'm going to enjoy this. And the same applies to Heaven's Feel. I am looking forward to both of those. I really don't have too much else to say for this episode. I'm really excited to move on to the next one sometime soon. I don't have any like concrete dates, but hopefully it should be pretty soon. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode as well. I hope you guys are looking forward to the next video. I know maybe not all of you guys care too much about the anime adaptation reactions, given that I've already reacted to Unlimited Blade Works and Heaven's Feel. But for those of you that aren't interested, Hollow Ataraxia is on its way, so it shouldn't be too much longer. I mean, I don't think Fate Zero took me very long, and Heaven's Feel is a sequence of 3 movies. That won't take very long either. So I mean, high estimate, I'd say maybe a little over a month till Hollow Ataraxia, sometime in April. But anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Whenever the next one comes out, I will see you guys there. Peace.